Life is not always easy. One day you are happy. The next day a problem comes like heavy rain. Some people run, some people complain, some people just give up. But sometimes the answer is not in running away. The answer is in standing firm, even if you are small, because courage is not about size, it is about heart. Let me share with you the story of a tiny ant that taught a whole valley this lesson. Once upon a time, there was a wide green valley where animals lived in peace. The birds sang at dawn, the rabbits hopped through the grass, the buffaloes grazed lazily under the sun. Every creature had a place, and life was calm. But one year, the rains never stopped. The river that gave them water began to swell. Day after day, it grew wider, darker, and louder. Soon, the animals heard a sound that filled them with fear, roaring water crashing against the rocks. A flood was coming. The valley panicked. "Run to the hills," shouted the deer. "We must leave everything behind," cried the rabbits. Birds flew in flocks, screeching warnings. Amid the chaos, a tiny ant stood at the entrance of her small mound. She looked at the swirling brown water creeping closer. Inside her home, hundreds of baby ants were too weak to move. The ant's heart pounded. She could save herself easily by climbing to higher ground. But if she left, her family would drown. For a moment, she froze. Then a thought burned in her mind. Maybe I am small. Maybe I am weak. But I cannot just run away. Not while others need me. The ant hurried to the riverbank. She found a dry leaf floating near the shore. With all her strength, she dragged it back to her mound. It was heavy, but she refused to stop. One by one, she carried the baby ants onto the leaf. Her legs shook, her body ached, but she kept working. On a tall tree nearby, a parrot was watching. He burst out laughing. "Look at you, silly ant. Do you really think a single leaf will save your colony from this giant flood? The water will swallow everything." The ant did not answer. She pushed the leaf into the water and climbed on, guiding her little family like a captain of a ship. The floodwaters rose higher. Trees fell. The buffaloes lost their fields. Even the rabbits' holes were filled with water. The valley was drowning. Still, the ant moved with courage. She steered her leaf through the rushing current, searching for safety. But every wave threatened to pull them under. "Turn back. It's useless," shouted the parrot flying above. The ant looked up, her tiny eyes burning with fire. "I know I cannot fight this whole flood," she said, "but if I can save even one life, then my effort is not wasted. I will not give up." The parrot fell silent. Hours passed. The rain kept falling. The ant was tired, but she held on. At last, she spotted a tall tree that had not been swallowed. She guided the leaf to its roots, and one by one, carried her family to safety. The parrot, ashamed, flew down and offered his wings to help. He carried the last of the ants to the dry bark. Together, they survived the night. The lesson is this: life will bring floods, sometimes of water, sometimes of pain, sometimes of failure. And in those moments, it is easy to run, easy to laugh at those who try, easy to say, "It is hopeless," but never forget the ant. Your effort may look too small, your strength may feel too weak, but when you take that first step, you inspire others. And together, drop by drop, act by act, heart by heart, impossible things become possible. So do your part, no matter how small, because your courage might be the spark that saves many lives. Thank you for watching. Until next time.